I have 36 years with Delta. I'm thinking of retiring in the next 5 years. What can AFA do to negotiate to eliminate the Social Security offset in our pension formula before I retire? And for those of you that are just joining us, I will refer this to Jean Marie. She's very good on our pension and benefits questions.
Janet was in one of the group that was not affected. Excuse me. Janet was in the group that was not affected by the changes that happened a year ago. Can you hear me? Okay. Janet was in the group that was not affected by the changes to the Social Security offset that occurred a year ago. For those of you who were affected, I have filed an appeal with the company that will be heard May the 13th that will hopefully reverse that amendment. There are steps that we will take after that to get that settled. For the group that was not affected, let me say this. We need to get that Social Security offset for the affected group changed and put back to what it should be, because it does determine what the funding of the plan is. When the funding is not done properly, it leaves the plan at risk. So that means that years down the way, we may not have a retirement plan when we all are going to depend on it. So that's one of the reasons that for you, it's very important that we get that change straightened out. Now, for the other part, I'm going to refer to David to give us the legal opinion on how we would be able to get the Social Security offset changed due to the plan being frozen under the Pension Protection Act and previously.
Thanks, Jean Marie. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of work the union does. We have a senior benefits attorney on the staff whose job is to work on issues related to any of the retirement and benefit plans at any of the AFA represented groups. And we also have outside consultants that we work with and so forth. And if for an AFA represented group, it's sort of routine. If an issue like this comes up, you contact us, we work with you on sort of defining the problem and looking for a legal solution. If that means that, in this case, if we win the election and we represent the Delta flight attendants, then we would, work very closely with you, and if need be, we could potentially go to court and try to get this straightened out, and work to, as Jean Marie indicated, eliminate the Social Security offset. It's going to depend on the law at the time and the way the company has handled the plan. I'm not, sitting here today saying, yes, we will get rid of it. I'm saying that that's a process that's available to us, and we have tremendous resources that we bring to those kind of problems that you or any of the other AFA represented flight attendants would have.
I might add one other thing. For the ones who were affected by the Social Security offset changes that occurred a year ago, for you to try to straighten that out yourself is going to be an expensive endeavor. And a lot of times on the line when I've spoken to people about this, they brought up the part about, well, it should be a class action suit. I've investigated that, and there's a certain process that you have to go through in order to become a class group. And so far, this is not meeting that test. So the best alternative for any of us that were affected, any of you who are not affected, who could be affected by the funding of it, is to vote to join AFA so we can get in our contract and we can avail ourselves of the opportunity through legal counsel with AFA to get this straightened out in the most economical way. $43 a month in dues is nothing compared to what you will suffer with the Social Security offset that's going to be invoked on you, that should not be invoked on you.